Hey y'all, it's Anime K-Man. Today I'm going to be reading the 10th episode of Dororo. And damn it, that's that Dororo greatness. Oh my goodness. Just when I didn't think this, don't get me wrong, I always think the sky's the limit for this anime. But just when I think it didn't have any way of making me become more captivated by its setting and its story, it just finds a way to surprise me. Because the addition of Tahomaru was amazing in this episode, because we finally get to get a good amount of characterization for Hakimaru's brother. Finding out things like how, per se, how he thinks situations through, how he cares about his people and how he values them. And we got to find out his how resourceful he is in this episode. And we got to see his courage and bravery on the span of this episode. So, pretty much in this episode, it was a Tahomaru character piece. And it pretty much gave us all of his stuff in the span of a single episode. And also like how it showed him in like a flashback, him as a kid pretty much, how gentle he was as a kid, and then contrasted to now where he's got that toughness to him now. That's also pretty nice. And it's also nice to see the people under him, his two companions. They're actually pretty cool too, and it was nice to get to see some characterization where they're like, we'll follow you even to hell. And then when I like the little sequence near the end where one of them even recommended that they can strap themselves with bombs in order to take down like this crab-looking creature. And then when Tawamaru's like, no, I fucking love that sequence, because in that simple sequence there, it's enough to tell you why they would lay their lives down for Tahomaru. And it's like, damn, in that situation, I'd probably be the same way too. Especially in the sequences where Tahomaru could have had a lot of common villagers take on this crab creature when the water was draining. He could have just sat back and be like, you know what? I helped plan out this irrigation system. I can just rest on my laurels and just coast. But no, he and his two of his best soldiers pretty much just went to work on that crab. And even though it wasn't 100% successful, that scene did succeed in making me see how much Tahomaru cares about the people that are under the kingdom of his father, and how much they care about Tahomaru by how they're cheering him on and supporting him by throwing rocks at the creature. Like, all those sequences were beautiful in their own way, and I thought that's what made this episode amazing. It was amazing from the character standpoint for these reasons. And introduced the character, and it made me give a shit. Most animes try that and they fail. This anime somehow does it in one episode. And then other things I enjoyed about this episode, I also loved it from the story standpoint, because if you really think about it, I like how it's introducing the gray morality again, where the harvest in Daigo's kingdom they're starting to not be as good. Like, some of the plants are dry. And then you see Dororo taking down these creatures. Not Dororo, shit. Hakimaru taking down these creatures. And then as I was taking down more creatures, it's causing the kingdom of Daigo to like start to suffer. And I kind of like these sequences because it shows you the situation where no one should really have to suffer what Dororo went through with not having their senses for something that they didn't do. They didn't do anything wrong. But at the same time, because Hakimaru is pretty much recovering his body, other people are inevitably going to suffer it, specifically the people in Daigo's kingdom. So like I was introducing a conflict where Daigo, it's obvious he's going to want to kill the living shit out of Hakimaru. But this episode does a great job, at least at looking at his perspective, making me think, man, you know what? His position is going to be justified. At the same time, though, since the story has made us follow Hakimaru from the beginning, we also see it from his perspective, and it's like, no, we don't want to see this fucking man suffer anymore. We want him to get his body parts back. So it's like I like how this anime is pretty much introducing a win-lose situation on both sides where if Dio gets what he wants, everyone wins and loses. Not everyone. No, lots of people lose, but Hakimaru kind of wins. But if Hakimaru gets his body parts back, then pretty much Hakimaru wins, but a lot of people lose. So I kind of like this gray morality situation that this anime is, again, bringing up in this episode. It's going to set up for a nice, emotional, charged conflict later on. And I like it because you even see Daigo ask the demons what's up, and then he figures out it's Hakimaru through the smoke. So I kind of like that. It's good build up towards future conflicts. And that's what I thought I also did from the story standpoint. As for animation, there are only a few stills here and there, but overall the animation was great when it had to matter. Art was on point. Soundtrack was good. Sound design was good. And then this episode also did a good job of ending at the right way and making you want more. Because the moment where Hakimaru takes down this crab creature and gets the killing blow, and then you see Tahomaru look at Hakimaru, and then the episode ends as like his boat's drifting away Tahomaru, it makes you go, damn it! Like, it made you think they were going to possibly interact and talk with each other, but then no, it's not going to happen. And who knows if it's ever going to happen, but I hope it does. But damn it, that was a good way to build off an episode and to have a cool epic encounter between Hakimaru and Tahomaru through these kind of circumstances where Hakimaru saved his own brother's life and his friend. That was pretty cool. And that's it overall. Looking at all these elements, I'm going to rate this episode a 9 out of 10. Because it gave me enough intrigue in the story. And Tahomaru and the two people under him were pretty cool characters overall. And I like how it introduced some emotional conflict between Tahomaru and his father when he tried to ask about the babe, but he didn't answer anything. So that was pretty cool too. Cannot wait to see where that leads. And that's why I thought this episode was successful. It gives you content at the same time it builds up content simultaneously. And most animes can't do both simultaneously at the same time. It's either you get build up or you get cool shit, but they're both at the same time. And I think that's what makes Dororo stand out from other animes. It can do both. So anyways, guys and gals, these are my thoughts on episode 10. Comment down your thoughts in the comment section below. Rate the video, subscribe if you want to see more reviews and reactions. And I'll see you guys later in reviews. Subscribe for more. All right, bye-bye, everyone.